Well, hello everyone, this is ShyGamerMaile, and welcome to episode 8 of my Let's Play of Trauma Center Second Opinion. Last time, we explored that abandoned lab in Africa, and we found a new type of guilt called treaty, which was sort of a puzzle-like guilt, and we treated a young boy named Ruben for that. Then we had to rush back to the United States in order to help one of Derek's mentors, Dr. Caduceus, because he had contracted a fatal form of guilt called tetardy. So we had to do a bunch of operations in order to synthesize a cure for it. So this time, we are heading into another new storyline. The struggle against guilt is really gonna start to amp up this time. So we're on chapter 4, and this is episode 5, Foreboding Clues, and it is a story episode. So we're gonna play, well, maybe 3, maybe 4 operations today. So let's get started with Foreboding Clues. It's gonna be a lot of dialogue today. Episode 5, Foreboding Clues. Angeles Bay, City Hall. And that's why a substantial medical grant would... everyone's... Mr. Secretary, what's wrong? It's my chest. Mr. Secretary? We need help here. Somebody call an ambulance. Caduceus. But who will take record of the sins of our modern age? Is this some kind of prank? Wait, could this be a... Maybe it's one of those calling cards again. Chief! What is it? It's Richard Anderson. Then this is... Empty. Thursday. Yup, it's another form of guilt, guys. As each death is sacrificed, man furnishes his dwelling in hell. But who will take a record of the sins of our modern age? Does this mean... What is the Secretary's condition? We haven't gotten test results back yet, but it's most likely guilt. How could this happen? How did they get close enough to infect Secretary Anderson? We need to formulate a plan with Victor, call in our entire staff. I hate interrupting his day off, but we need Derek here as well. Yes, sir. Pretty short little thing. Alright, the first step. Let's go straight into it. Caduceus. Episode 6, the first step. I came as soon as I heard. What's the Secretary's condition? It's another new strain of guilt. We've tried a number of treatments, but nothing works. Dr. Clark's has been with Anderson since he arrived. You'll be taking his place. I understand. Victor, we need instructions. Okay, we'll be working together on this one, Styles. I still can't believe they got to me too. I should have been more careful. I'm sorry about all this. Don't strain yourself, Mr. Secretary. What are my chances, Victor? Tell me the truth. I can take it. I'd say around 25%, but even that's being generous. Victor! It's alright, Sydney. I want to know all the facts about my condition. Otherwise, how can I make informed decisions? No matter what condition I'm in, I'm still Secretary of Health and... Victor, will you be able to figure out some way to treat this? I can't make any guarantees, but I'm trying. After all, you're the first victim of this particular strain. I see. So I'm the first one. My treatment is even more crucial. Sydney, use me as a guinea pig. Find a way to stop this guilt. I give Caduceus full discretion over my treatment. But Richard, that's... Are you sure? I can't promise any of the treatments will actually work. Yes, I understand. Worst case, you can use my results to find a cure for others. Can you do that? I accept your challenge, Mr. Secretary. I've decided that I will save you, but it might sting a little. Heh, do what you must. As long as you're prepared for the worst, then I'm going to find a cure. I'm too smart not to. Richard Anderson, chiral reaction positive, empty bodies detected. Perform a lobectomy and examine the strain for further study. There's a new guilt called Pempty inside the secretary's chest. I've done enough tests to know how bad this can be, but I have no idea how to treat it. Honestly, I think it's hopeless. But hey, every disease has to have a cure, right? So it's up to us to find one. That's how medicine advances. But you know that's why you joined Caduceus. Anderson said worst case, at least his illness can be used to advance our understanding of guilt. I assumed he was just some crusty old bureaucrat. But when you think about that, I guess he really understands what we're about. So we kind of owe it to the guy to make sure this works out. I'd say you have one main objective. Do everything I tell you to. What kind of objective is that? There's no known treatment yet. Would you like to think one up? I'm the one who's done all the research, so just listen to me. We'll see about that. What's wrong? Nothing. Let's just do our job. That's a good attitude. I hope you can handle this.
Let's begin the operation.
Okay, let's begin the operation. Victor's kind of annoying, but I really like his character, just because he's sarcastic and blunt.
Okay, let's start.
Okay, let's see if we can get stats up a little bit. Cut. We're good. Okay.
Moving on. Here goes.
Blue.
Let's move on.
Pink.
Let's move on.
Yellow.
Oh, what the?
Whoops. White.
Bastard.
There we go. Blue. Yellow. Pink. And
What are
white.
you doing?
Whoops.
Eric.
Pink. White. Seriously. Pink. White.
Just like I thought. Not bad. Not half bad.
I don't think my score is going to be too hot. Okay. B's not bad. I can always get it up later. Now, all we can do is wait for his analysis to come in. We're depending on you, Victor. Ooh, look, straight into another operation. This one is annoying because it's about puzzles, and I'm bad at puzzles. Episode 7, Medical Research. Let's start with the good news. The Pempty strain has a weakness. There's a section of its DNA that can be easily altered by injecting a nanomachine. We can basically reprogram it, convince it to self-destruct. But there's a part of the nanomachine I just can't nail down. One of the programming strings is complex. Therefore, I need your help. What do I need to do? Research. Help me create a new nano machine by figuring out a simple puzzle. How hard could it be? Very difficult for someone like me. All I need you to do today is help me with a simple puzzle. It's pretty easy, but I need to see how other people go about solving it. A genius like me would obviously settle on the quickest solution immediately, but I need someone like you who's, you're slow. Someone who's not quite adept at maximizing his mental processes. If you think I'm an idiot, just say so. I'll be recording each one of your solutions. Just relax. All you need to do is solve the puzzle. Good luck.
Hey, I can do this.
Okay, let's give it a try. Oh boy. Oh, this one's pretty easy. I thought it was gonna be a huge nightmare one. In that case, I just need to think backwards. Thank you, Dr. Styles. I think I can use a simple program that shouldn't take too long to code. Darn it, I guess a group of idiots really could outwit a genius. Let's get started right away. No sleep tonight, guys. Aw, man! Another operation, guys. The next step. Alright, let's play the next step. Episode 8, the next step. Let's begin the briefing on the Pempty treatment. I have a few theories about this Pempty thing, and I prepared appropriate countermeasures. I'll explain those now. R. Anderson. Chiral reaction positive. Pempty bodies found. Lung functions have decreased due to guilt invasion. New treatment is scheduled for trial. From the data we gathered during the last operation, it's safe to assume this thing is impossible to remove directly. But the artificial DNA structure at its root has a distinctive weakness. It collapses when attacked from a three-dimensional angle. So I developed a nanomachine to exploit that very weakness. By slightly altering its DNA, we can instigate necrosis. Basically, we'll drive it to suicide. I tried it on a sample, and it took effect immediately. Within 4 seconds, its mass had been halved. 3 seconds later, 91% of its mass was completely destroyed. See, this guilt's rapid regeneration rate only transfers the suicidal DNA that much faster. If we can shrink it down that way, excision should be cake. So our objectives are simple. Perform a lobectomy and inject the nanomachine directly, and then excise the guilt and any surrounding tissue. So that's the plan, Chief. Any objections? It sounds like our best option. Derek, prepare for surgery.
Let's begin.
I understand. Okay.
Okay, let's start.
Let's see if we can get his stats up any to 90. He definitely has declined.
Derek.
Okay. Here you are. There's one. Here's two. Now we should get rid of these really quick so his stats don't go down any further. And let's do another one.
Oh, what the?
Let's get these out of the way.
Bastard!
Let's give him a little boost before we start using the nano machine again. Alright, here's the next one. Let's get these out of the way. Okay. here we go. Another one. Let's get these out of the way. Laser this guy out. Move. And...
Not bad. Damn it! Damn it!
Didn't finish this operation. This is new. Give this a nice disinfecting.
Damn, this is bad.
Yes. Gah, it has a contingency plan. How could I be so stupid? They have an obvious flaw in their DNA. So of course they have a system to reinforce it. Darn it. Stupid. I can't believe I made such an idiotic mistake. When are you going to grow up? We all make mistakes, Victor. At least Derek was able to retrieve a sample of the guilt for us. Couldn't you use that to create a more effective treatment? Of course I can. That virus is going to pay for making a fool out of me. Alright. Progress. Yes. Episode 9, Progress. It's good to see you, Robert, but shouldn't you be back at Hope? Actually, I found that as director, I have a little too much time on my hands. I'd think a doctor of your ability wouldn't have time to spare. Oh, are you here to visit your favorite student? How are you feeling, Secretary Anders? Dr. Hoffman, when did you get here? Derek wasn't my student, Richard. I didn't teach him anything. I've known the secretary for a long time, and I came to see him. I'm sorry that our visit had to be under such unfortunate circumstances. It isn't your fault. This is no ordinary disease. I need to see your right hand, Mr. Secretary. Sorry, am I in the way? Oh, it's fine, don't worry. Pretend I'm not here. I want you to be able to do your job. Richard, I'll be honest. You're not going to be happy, but I took a look at your charts. I'm going to be taking part in this briefing as well. Is that alright? So you've started practicing again? Don't jump to conclusions. I'm only acting as an advisor, and only until you're discharged. I hope you can forgive my selfishness. Besides, Caduceus owes me after taking one of Hope's best surgeons. Well, I had a request for you as well. Even if I said no, it wouldn't stop you. Do what you think is best. Okay. Is Director Casel here? He should be in his office. I'll go speak with him then. Get some rest, Richard. Hey Derek, I need your help again, okay? Is this another puzzle? I hate those stupid things. That's something we share. Yeah, he might look smart, but Derek used to copy off my tests. That was a long time ago. Seriously, it'll only take a few minutes. Whatever, but I still don't understand how these things make any difference. Help create a new device by figuring out another simple puzzle. No sweat, right? I have 2 puzzles this time. They should be decently similar to the last one. I'm counting on you, Dr. Styles.
Hey, I can do this.
Okay, let's get this over with. This one's a lot bigger. Move the pieces with your forceps. A joy. Oh no. Could go there. No.
No, Dr. Styles.
sketchy. Be nice to me.
No, Dr. Styles.
I did it!
That's only the first part.
God. Why are they asking me if I need help when I just started the puzzle? Oh.
Nice work, Dr. Styles.
Yeah, I thought so. I'm not good at puzzles, guys. Aha! Good job. This should do nicely. Wow, that was almost a compliment. Overall, you only contributed about 1%, but still, thanks a lot. I had all of Caduceus help out this time. That gave me more than enough data. I should be finished in no time. So can you really do it? What, are you stupid? That's the reason I'm here. How are you feeling, sir? When I was younger, I was in much better shape. I never got sick. Now I understand. Having a disease is so painful. If Delphi is capable of creating something like this, they need to be stopped at any cost. Of course, sir. But I'm glad. Huh? I don't know how to operate on patients or how to research treatments. So, if the only way I can help fight guilt is to be your test patient, then so be it. I'll gladly fulfill my obligation to Caduceus. Don't worry, I won't give up until you find some kind of treatment. Okay, episode 10, Prolonged Struggle. So we're going to have played through like 4 episodes this time. Just straight operations, guys. Episode 10, Prolonged Struggle. Listen up, everyone. Secretary Anderson is getting weaker every day. It seems hopeless. But I don't think he'll die. I've never seen anyone fight so hard to stay alive. So, all we can really do is destroy the guilt that's killing him from the inside. Don't think about anything but the operation at hand. This is serious. Victor, please explain our plan of attack. Okay, pay attention. Alright, Anderson. Chiral reaction positive, empty bodies found. Lung condition has dropped to critical. Prototype laser treatment is the only option. I developed a new kind of laser for use in this procedure. Last time we found that a single core unifies the cells. Even if most of the tissue is lost, the core can just reboot everything. But even when we destroyed the core, it just restored itself. A meme for core regeneration must exist in each individual cell. In other words, this guild has a wicked contingency plan. So I thought up a little contingency plan of my own. Use the nanomachine to lure out the core just like last time. Use our new laser to destroy the core as it tries to regenerate tissue. Yeah, not that different from before. It should be easy. Victor, how are you sure that this new laser will work? It leaves less than 1% of the core protein behind. A lot less. It's guaranteed to work, even against this. But the laser will also cause serious damage to any human tissue it comes in contact with. You're going to have to be really careful about that. Understood. There's not much time left. You can do it, Derek.
Give up.
I'm going to save him.
It's payback time.
Okay, let's see if we can boost his vitals much more. Okay, yeah, he's dropped again. Let's get a cut in. One, two.
Don't screw up. Give it hell.
What about that one?
Let's get this out of the way.
Doctor!
Give it hell.
My goodness.
Vitals dropping. I think it's working.
Need to get some of these tumors out of the way, or else. Wow, this is gonna be hard. I'm gonna try it one more time on this. Yes.
I won't give up.
I'm gonna try it one more time on this level, and then if necessary, I'm gonna go down to easy. Because this is when things in the game start getting very, very, very intense.
It's payback time.
Here we go. Okay. One, two. Whoops. Okay. Okay.
Don't screw up. Give it hell.
What about that one? Doctor!
This seems to be like the only phase I can really like restore his HP during though.
Give it hell.
I think it's working. Vitals dropping.
Gosh darn it. Gotta get this up.
there.
Not bad.
Let's use the remaining time I have here to get his health up. Right now, I don't care if this is bad. I just have to save this guy. Please,
Kind of reaction is happening.
okay.
It's over.
We're in business.
Glad that's over.
Okay. Let's get his vitals up again. Sew him up. I had to resort to the healing touch to do this one though.
Nice work, Dr. Styles.
That's fine. Good work, everyone. Secretary Anderson was doing all the work. I'm surprised he held out for so long. Victor. What? I was just being honest. Well, we all fought hard, Secretary Anderson included. I'm taking off. My work here is done. How's he doing? I don't know. It's a miracle in itself that his body could withstand 3 operations. Apparently, the Pempty strain focuses its attack on the nervous system first. Can you imagine what kind of pain Richard must have been in? But painkillers would have interfered with our test results. So he hid the pain. He fought against guilt all by himself. Is he going to wake up? God only knows. The only thing we can do now is pray. Okay. Episode 11, Incurable Disease. Yes. Caduceus. Episode 11, Incurable Disease. 3 days later. Chief, Secretary Anderson has regained consciousness. What? I'll be right there. It feels like I've been asleep for a very long time. We were worried, Mr. Secretary. There was a chance you would never regain consciousness. I'm sorry that I caused you all so much trouble. Sydney, please do me a favor. Could you call Robert Hoffman in? There's one last thing I needed to discuss with him before he returns to Hope. Mr. Secretary, what are you saying? Angie, contact Dr. Hoffman. Also, please assemble the guilt team. Chief, what's going on? With your experience and knowledge, Angie, you should already know. That last operation took quite a toll on the Secretary's body. But we found a treatment. It's not fair. Richard, are you alright? I'd almost forgotten to ask you about that request of mine. That's right, I remember you mentioning it. I am leaving Caduceus in your hands. What are you talking about? Is that okay with you, Sydney? Dr. Hoffman was a very skilled surgeon, but... Exactly, that's all in the past. I haven't performed an operation in years. I couldn't keep taking responsibility. What good is a useless doctor like me to Caduceus? Why did you stop operating? You told me that your greatest joy was being able to help patients. You're the last person I would expect to turn his back on patients in need. My hands, they've grown too heavy. I can heal people, there's no doubt about that. The healing touch let me save patients that nobody else could. But it's impossible to save every single patient. That burden is too great. I can't bear it. Still trying to do everything alone. You haven't changed at all. Can't you see all the doctors and nurses here ready to support you? Doctors like Derek and Greg, you don't have to fight alone. That may be, but have you forgotten already? Your patients are fighting too. The patients you operated on asked you to fight by their side as an ally in that battle, even if you ended up as casualties. Even if they end up as casualties. Nobody understands that more than I do now. Some people may be disappointed that you couldn't save their loved ones, but nobody is pleased that you stopped trying. Richard, I remember something that you told me back in our college days. You said that people should never have to hear that their condition is incurable. There are doctors here like Derek Stiles who feel the same way. But perhaps you have changed. Tell me then. If that isn't what you believe anymore, I understand. But if you still want to save the unsavable, I want you to lead Caduceus in my place. Treat the injured and save the weak. Richard, Caduceus is a group of people who refuse to accept that some diseases cannot be cured. Stop it. We should discuss this after you've recovered and left the hospital. I won't be leaving. My place is here with Caduceus. I hope you'll stay as well. Even if I'm sleeping, I will still. The sunset is beautiful here. I never forgot what I told you. I remember everything, and I still believe what I said. Nothing's changed. What have I been doing all these years? I'm glad to hear it. I knew you hadn't changed, Robert. That's why you recommended Derek. I knew that he could help Caduceus. Robert, please, take care of Caduceus. My friend, I promise, I'll work hard to bring our dream to life. Count on it. Alright, and that is the end of Chapter 4, and next time we will be going into Chapter 5. Since we had like 4 operations dedicated to this episode, I am going to leave off here. And next time we are going to really ramp up the story even more and get into some more difficult operations. The Pempty one was pretty hard, but the next ones coming up are going to be even harder and will probably include multiple treatments at once. So if you liked the video, then leave a like. If you have any questions or anything you want to ask, leave a comment below. And if you'd like to know when the next video is coming out, then subscribe. But no pressure, guys, okay? This is ShyGamerMaile signing out.